Hello guys, let's solve this question together. So we have this on the board, and before you scream that this looks very difficult, hold on. Let's solve it and see if it is actually difficult as you think. Let's break it down step by step, okay? So we have 27 to the power of x plus 1 multiplied by 9 to the power of 2x minus 1 all over 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. Solution. Now, the first thing to do right now is to do what? Express these numbers in the base of 3. So we can say 27 is what? 3 times 3 times 3, which is going to give us 3 cube, right? Then for 9, we'll have 3 times 3, which is 3 squared. Now, we cannot directly express 18 as a base of 3, so we'll leave it at that for now, okay? So now this is now 3 to the power of 3 multiplied by raised to the power of x plus 1, all in bracket, multiplied by 9 now becomes 3 to the power of 2 raised to the power 2x minus 1 in bracket all over 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. All right, so just watch the way we do this. Now for this equation, we're going to be multiplying the exponents 3 by the what is in bracket. So now we'll have a to the power of m open bracket n, the same thing as saying a to the power of m n. So now look at this, and I'm going to be applying it here. So now this is now 3 to the power of 3 times x is 3x plus 3 times plus 1 is going to give you plus 3 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2 times 2x is 4x. 3 times 2 multiplied by minus 1 will give us minus 2. Now, same goes for here, but in this situation, we don't have anything to multiply. So we just have 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. Okay? Now, let's look at another rule that when you have two powers multiplying two bases multiplying each other, like a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n, we're going to be adding the exponents. So we'll now have a to the power of m plus n. So here now is 3 to the power of 3x plus 3 plus 4x minus 2 all over 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18, right? Let's continue. Just trying to maximize our space. So now we're going to do what? We're going to be solving this exponent first. So now this is 3 to the power of 3x plus 4x. It's going to give us to the power of 7x. Now 3 minus 2 is what? 1. That is plus 1 all over 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. I said earlier on that when you have two bases multiplying, you're going to do what? Add the exponent. That is okay. I think I've wiped that part. That is saying when you have something like this multiplied by this, we'll do what? Add the exponent, right? Now, here, when you have two bases dividing each other, we're going to now subtract the exponent. So when we have a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n, we'll do what? Subtract the exponent. So we're going to subtract this from this. So this becomes 3 to the power of 7x minus plus 1. Because we are subtracting, I'm going to put it in bracket because you don't know if this subtraction is going to affect the signs here in any way. 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. Okay, so now it's now 3 to the power of 7x plus 1 minus going to give us minus 5. Now minus is going to give us plus 2. That's why I said Now we'll need to put this in bracket because not doing that you'd make a mistake and give you a wrong answer. Okay, now is equal to 18. So let's continue. You see that we have 3 to the power of 7x plus 1 minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 18. So before I proceed, kindly give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video, and please hit on the subscribe button. Let me also grow and reach other audience. Okay, so please help me to do that. And while we proceed, so this is 7 minus 5x is going to give us 3 to the power of 2x. Now plus 1 plus 2, that's what, plus 3 is equal to 18, right? Good. So let's find the factors of 18. So we can write 18 as 3 to the power of 2x plus 3 is equal to 2 multiplied by 9, right? And 9 can be written as 3 squared, which is 3 times 3. So let's replace that with 3 squared. Yes. Okay, so we'll continue. If you've not hit that subscribe button now, please don't forget to do it. Do it now, before you forget. Please support my channel to also grow. Okay, thank you as you subscribe now. Thank you. All right, so we have 3 to the power of 2x plus 3 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2. Now, for me, one of the best things in solving mathematics is always getting the answer. Not just getting the answer, but when I'm able to derive, when I'm able to, verify and be like, oh yes, my answer is correct. So yeah, that's, I don't know about you, but I'd like you to drop in the comment section, what do you enjoy most about solving maths? For me, it's when I'm able to verify that yes, this answer is correct. It just gives me this thrill in my body, like yes, I got it. So drop in the comments. I want to know what interests you most about solving mathematics. Okay, so let's continue. Now we'll have this. So we're looking for, we can do what? Write this as 3 to the power of, okay, before we do that, let's say that this is going to be 3 to the power of 2x multiplied by 3 to the power of 3. Now, this is so because when you have something like a to the power of m plus n, is the same thing as saying a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n. Now, look at this, and that's how we have this, right? So now this is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 raised to the power 2. Now, let's divide both sides by 3 to the power of 2, which is 9. And because normally you would have divided, because you're looking for the value of x, we have divided both sides by 3 raised to the power of 3. Now, notice that 3 raised to the power of 3 is 27, and this is 9, and this is 18. The entirety of here is 18, which you have here already. So you can't divide here by 27 and divide here by 27. No. So what we're going to, instead of doing that, we're going to divide both sides by 3 raised to the power of 2. So we now have 3 to the power of 2x multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 3 all over 3 raised to the power of 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 2 over 3 raised to the power of 2. So this will cancel this. And because this is already lower than this, they can actually divide each other, right? So when I said earlier that when you have two bases dividing, the exponent will subtract. So now this will now be 3 to the power of 2x multiplied by 3 to the power of 3 minus 2 is equal to 2, right? So this is now 3 to the power of 2x multiplied by 3 to the power of 1 is equal to 2. So let's continue. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet and you're watching, please hit that subscribe button. Help me to grow my channel and subscribe, please. So now we have 3 to the power of 2x multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 1 is equal to 2. Now, in hindsight, I'm thinking it's better we reverse this to the original um state that it was like this. So let's make this to be. So when you have to reverse this, right? When you have a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n, it's same thing as saying a to the power of m plus n. That's the way to reverse it. So now we're going to be saying 3 raised to the power of 2x plus 1 is equal to 2. Now we have reversed it. Now the next step here is to do what? Take log of both sides, right? So when we do that, we'll have log 3 raised to the power of 2x plus 1 is equal to log 2. When you have another logarithm rule, a to the power of x, the same thing as saying x log a. Okay, so now we are now going to say this will be 2x plus 1 log 3 is equal to log 2. Now we're going to be dividing both sides, divide both sides by log 3. Yes? So you have 2 to the power of x plus 1 log 3 divided by log 3 is equal to log 2 over log 3. So log 3 cancel log 3. Then we have here to be 2x plus 1 is equal to log 2 over log 3. We are looking for the value of x. So the safe thing to do is to subtract both sides. This left and the right, subtract 1 from both sides. So we now have 2x plus 1 minus 1 is equal to log 2 over log 3 minus 1. We did not just get this one from nowhere. This one is here because we have a 1 here. And we want to remove this one. So to remove it, this is an addition. To remove it, you have to introduce an opposite of add, which is subtract. So it is not just manufactured from nowhere. So this will cancel. So we have 2x is equal to log 2 over log 3 minus 1. All right, so let's work on this by changing the base of this. In logarithm, when you have log a over log b, you can write it as log a base b. So here it becomes 2x is equal to log 2 base 3 minus 1. We are looking for x, so let's divide both sides by 2. Divide here by 2, divide here by 2. 2 here 1, 2 here 1. So we have our x to be equal to log 2 base 3 minus 1 all over 2. That is the value of our x. Okay, initially I said that for me, one of the sweetest thing about solving math is being able to get my answer. And I think, no, not just being able to get my answer, being able to verify that equation with the answer I got and is correct. It just gives me maximum satisfaction, to be honest. So I would like to know, what do you enjoy the most about solving mathematics? I'm just curious. Please just drop in the comment section. What do you enjoy the most about solving mathematics? Is it just, no? I just want to know. I'm curious. So let's do a verification and satisfy my own craving for today. Maybe next time we'll do the same for yours. So, okay? So let's verify. We will have 27 to the power of x plus 1 multiplied by 9 to the power of 2x minus 1 over 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. For me, what I will do first is I would like to bring this value of x and start putting it individually. No, I want to solve this, break it down to a barest minimum before I will now introduce the x to make it easy to understand for me as well, and mostly for you too. So let's do that using my method. You might have a different method, and that's fine, but let's do this. So we'll have here to be 3 raised to the power of 3, which is 27, have x plus 1 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 2, which is 9. We have 2x minus 1, right? All over 3 raised to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. So I'm going to break this down to the least form. So we now have 3 to the power of 3x plus 3 multiplied by 3 to the power of 4x. We are multiplying the bracket minus 2 over 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. Now we've done this before, but I'm just doing it again. So this will now be, we are going to be doing what? Adding the powers, because these two bases are multiplying. So we'll have 3 to the power of 3x plus 3 plus 4x minus 2 over 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. So we have 3 to the power of this plus this is 7x plus 1 over 3 to the power of 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. When you have two bases dividing, you subtract the power. So in this case, we now have 3 raised to the power of 7x plus 1 minus 5x minus 2 is equal to 18. So this is going to become plus, or let me just leave it as, here will be minus. So we have 3 to the power of 7x plus 1 minus 5x. This will become plus 2 is equal to 18. So we have 3 to the power of this 7x minus 5x will give us 2x. 1 plus 2 is what? 3. That's equal to 18. So now you see that at this point you can actually introduce our value of x, right? So now we have 3 to the power of 2, and our x is log 2 base 3 minus 1 over 2 plus 3. Now, is it equal to 18? Okay. Now, looking at this is over 1. So this would cancel this, right? So we are now left with 3 raised to the power of log 2 base 3 minus 1 plus 3 is equal to 18. So let's yeah, so we have 3 raised to the power of log 2 base 3 minus 1 plus 3 is going to give us, that's 3 minus 2, that's what? 3 minus 1, that's plus 2. Just let's get that out of the way. So is it equal to 18? You have a to the power of m plus n. It's the same thing as saying a raised to the power of m multiplied by a raised to the power of n. So we're going to be doing that. So we now have 3, this is 3 raised to the power of log 2 base 3 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2. So this has now turned to 3 raised to the power of 2. Now is it equal to 18? Now because we have 3 base 3 and base 3, they will both cancel out each other. So we'll now have 2 multiplied by 3 squared is going to give us what? 9. Now is it equal to 18? 2 times 9 or 9 times 2 is what? 18 is equal to 18. So from here, you see that our left hand side and our right hand side is the same value, 18 and 18. So now this now checks that our value for x to be log 2 base 3 minus 1 all over 2 is correct. Bye bye. See you in my next one.